Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Jessica Bueller, and I'm here to talk to you tonight about Life Vantage. Just a little bit about me. I'm a chiropractor. I have my own practice in Central South Dakota, and I have additional certifications in acupuncture and an allergy elimination technique called NAET. I have been partnered with LifeVantage for almost 8 years. I was just saying that before we started this. And I've been serving on the scientific advisory board for this company for about a year and a half. And I'm married to a farmer, Matt. We have 5 kids, and I am always intentionally curious and looking for ways to improve health, my health, and the health of those around me. And when this came into my life, I thought this would be another baggie I threw away at the end of the week. And if you're another physician and then you know what I'm talking about. But people bring you things and they want you to try them. And I remember the first questions I had were, is there research? And is there any research that was done by anyone that is not with the company? And her answer was yes. And and then after reading a lot of research, I did finally say yes. And I am just excited 8 years in, as I was when I finished reading all of those studies. It is like a banker's box worth of studies on just our flagship product. And most of them were other than produced by the company. So what did I notice in myself when I first got activated? Just a little bit more about my story, and I promise I'll get to why you're here and why somebody took the time to invite you to come here and listen to this. Um, I, when I first got activated, the first thing I noticed was my hair. My hairstylist actually, my first hair appointment after I was activated was like, "What are you doing?" Because she could see new growth all over the top of my hair. I was taking a lot of supplements sold only through physicians, lots of them. And even though I was taking high quality products, my hair was falling out. My labs were all within normal range, and I couldn't lose weight no matter what I did. I'd occasionally have acne or rashes, things I didn't even have when I was a teenager. And as soon as I was activated, all of that changed. And this business has given me the flexibility to have a time freedom I had yet to really understand. I now see patients 3 days a week, and I am with my family more than I'm at work. I and yet I can build this business in the nooks and crannies of my life. So, welcome to Life Vantage. I'm so glad you're here. And like I said, I hope that you'll see before I get done talking, why someone invited you here and why this is so different, because it really is different. So, why are you here? Maybe the way the current economy is, rising inflation, unaffordable housing, toxic overload that our entire country is overwhelmed with, the risk of disease, or maybe you're just that health conscious person that's looking for another way to elevate their health game. And we are the activation company. And you've probably heard about activating your bank card, but outside of that, like, what does that even mean? So we take it to make it. So we empower our bodies to make antioxidants, proteins, enzymes, things you need for better health. And when you share the Life Vantage opportunity, you're also activating the opportunity with the ability to earn supplemental income. So we take it to make it. When you take a supplement, think of that like you're bringing something to a cell that it doesn't have enough of. But when you take an activator, your body starts making more of the thing that you want it to make. All of the machinery is already there. We're just using God's pharmacy to turn on God's pharmacy within our cells. So we have visionary leadership. Our CEO had the foresight to see what was coming in the industry. And honestly, just in sales in general, really, really huge. We were already set with a compensation plan called Evolve that literally evolved before other companies were. So it has the benefit of being where you can gather just customers, like affiliate marketing style, or and you can build a team and have that leveraged income too. So we have the best of both worlds all in one place. We're financially transparent. You can look us up on the NASDAQ. We're publicly traded. We've been highly recognized. Two times we've rang the NASDAQ bell. Most companies can't even say they've done that once. We have our LifeVantage Legacy program where we give back to every community that we have an event in. And we've also been recognized in Forbes, Newsweek, Time, lots and lots of places. Probably why you've heard of us is because of this mind body system. You take the mind body system and it helps your body to make GLP-1. Our first study showed an incredible 140% increase in GLP-1 production after taking this. And our most recent study with a bigger group of participants showed well over 200% increase in GLP-1 naturally. No side effects, no drugs, no prescription required, no needles, and it's completely different than anything else on the market. We have direct GLP-1 activation through the capsules that come with it, and then we have indirect GLP-1 activation through the microbiome, which is the powder. The powder, I had several people ask me if I would talk about tips for ways to get this in. One, it's delicious. It's like a light vanilla flavor. Some people like it in their coffee or added to a protein shake. One of my favorite ways to have it is mixed with Axio and a sparkling water together. It's a treat. You can add it to oatmeal. You can add it to, it's really good with a little bit of nut butter, like a peanut butter or cashew butter, tastes like a cookie. But really get creative. And add it to protein shakes. Find ways to get it in because it does make a huge difference. And this helps to take back your relationship with food, helps with food noise. There's zero muscle loss. Again, zero muscle loss, less impulse, more balance. Weight loss in inches has been the thing that most people get the most excited about, but even more so, just that ability to control hunger and cravings and to be able to say no to food when they desire to. Here's an example. My friend, it's so fun when you know all these people too. Like they're actually people I know. But where did we start? So we started in 2003 with one peer-reviewed published study showing we could lower oxidative stress on average 40% in 30 days by taking one little yellow pill, our Protandim NRF2. And this is by far the most incredible product. Even MindBody has really taken its flight, but this product is so incredible. In 2005, ABC did a primetime investigation on us because that claim was a huge claim in 2003. You guys, it's 2025. That sounds like forever ago to be talking about something, right? And instead of debunking the claim, John Quinones had a 45% reduction in just 2 weeks. If you have yet to see that ABC primetime clip, please ask whoever invited you here to let you watch it. It's really cool. Even though it is old, almost everything that they claim in there has now been proven in research done by other major institutions and universities. So you take Protandim and your body starts making antioxidant enzymes. Oxidative stress is aging. Oxidative stress is the damage to your cells. I like to think of this as like there's a hurricane going on inside all of your cells, and you need a garbage crew to come in and clean up the damage. That's literally what Protandim does inside of our cells. Antioxidants fight oxidative stress. They This helps your body to start producing antioxidant enzymes at a rate of 1 million every single second in a bell-shaped curve like our bodies were designed. So many good studies I could highlight on this one product alone. A couple that were really significant for me as a chiropractor. There was one done by Biogen Ed, a drug company that studied their product, their drug for multiple sclerosis called Tecfidera. And they found at the end of their study, comparing it to our natural product, that our product was the most potent inducer of the NRF2 pathway. And it was protective of the oligodendrocyte, which is the basic cell of the nervous system. So no claims as far as condition, symptoms, or disease, but just knowing that drug is still on the market for like $54,000 for a 3-month supply. For a 3-month supply of Protandim NRF2, it's $150. And they did that study. That study was performed by them. So cool. And also, again, just being a chiropractor, the nervous system is such a huge thing for everyone. Everyone has a brain, everyone has a spinal cord and nerves. And having something that can protect our nervous system is really, really huge. There was also a study done by the National Institute of Aging showing we were the only natural product to extend lifespan, on average 7%. So much goodness. Again, if you have yet to see the studies, whoever invited you here can get you those. We also have another stack called the Healthy Glow Stack. You take this stack, which is Protandim NRF2 that I just mentioned, and our liquid collagen, which is also an activator, and you start making antioxidants and collagen. This combo together, we have a study on this combo as well, and it is patented. Oh, I forgot to mention, Protandim has 7 US patents, and it also has international patents to protect our synergy of our product, to protect our recipe, basically. That recipe, instead of just taking the components separately, it's 1,800 times more effective to take it in that formulation than it is to take it separately. That's why we have so many patents. And they only give you a patent if you can prove that whatever you're doing is different than if you just took the things separately. You have to be able to prove that. And we have multiple times. So this has that Protandim in it, and it also has that liquid collagen. And what's really, really cool is when you take the two together, there's another synergy that happens. So imagine collagen is a major part of every single tissue in our body. We think of hair, skin, and nails, but it's also in our bones, our fascia, our ligaments, our tendons, our joints, our discs. It's in all of the things. Again, from a chiropractic standpoint, I can tell my patients that take these two products from those that don't. They hold their adjustments better. They have less tension in their muscles. The tone and texture and temperature of their tissues is just completely different. So what happens when you take the two of these together? 100% increase in collagen density in just 8 weeks. It also cuts the stress response, the perpetuation of stress, by a third. Anybody know anybody that has any stress? I do. And so when you take the combo of this, your stress perception goes down by a third, and many other genes. Again, if you're nerdy and into studies, check out the things that are changed by this. It's literally, activation is like being able to go in and turn the genes the right way, turn the switches on your genes so that they express the things you would like expressed, and then you stop expressing the things that are other than good for you, right? It's so interesting how cool this is. Here's a few before and afters with the Healthy Glow Stack. My friend Maria's legs, my friend Nancy's legs. Like I said, Sean, I know all of the people in these pictures, and I got to witness these transformations. So cool. We also have, because of that study done by the National Institute of Aging, we developed a skincare system with that NRF2 technology in it. So we have the ability to have that anti-aging effect from inside out, and then now from outside in with our skincare system. Our skincare system is a 4-step system. This is one of the steps. It can be used by its own. If you're a minimalist, this would be like the 1 step. It fights 11 different signs of aging in one. It's like 11 serums in one. And we had this studied by a dermatologist, a world-renowned dermatologist, and she only used this product and saw really amazing changes in the skin in just 21 days. This is our brain drink. You take Axio and you start making brain messengers and energy. It is like having the chemicals in your brain attached to the appropriate receptors, or throwing a dart at the dartboard, and every time you hit the bullseye, it activates your mental clarity and focus, powers your brain and body, and supports a positive mood. Ditch the energy drinks. I'm telling you, give this 30 days consecutive use, and I promise you're going to have noticed some changes. Look at this little dude. In less than 2 weeks, look what happened here. Isn't that cool? Some more before and afters of people that have just activated. They're using various forms of our activators all together, and these are the kinds of results that they're getting. Tyler, he'd been activated for years, added mind body in this, down 23 pounds. Um, it's just really incredible. So we take it to make it. We empower our bodies to make the things that it once was making. By the time we get into our late 20s is when we start to see those pathways get dimmed. Think about like a dimmer switch on your light, or even just completely switched off or on. Think of how much easier it was for you, as you get decades older, how much easier it was a decade before that or 2 decades before that. It's the same thing that's happening inside your cells. This is kind of a snapshot of our store. And I like to think of it like a store. Like, have you ever gone shopping online, and when you go to check out, they suggest something for you. Like they say, hey, because you purchased this, you might also like that. And then you actually do like it. Like, that is totally me. And that is what happens when people start shopping in LifeVantage store, is they find other things that solve other problems that they have. And that's really our goal here, is to help you determine what's going on with you and what we can do to help solve problems. That's how I like to look at it. And so we do have other products that solve other problems, including other activators. And again, activation is what makes us different. So Activation Nation is our culture as well. If you once you go to an event, I always tell people, once you go to an event, you will make a commitment to go to another event. It is just so powerful to go in person, to be with like-minded, life-minded people that are on the same mission as you are. So you can evolve and earn. You share the product, build and grow a team, and you can also lead a movement. So the affiliate marketing makes sense in our social sharing economy. 70% of people look to buy on social media. That's where they shop. That's where people are shopping. 83% of consumers, trust word of mouth. More people will buy because someone told them to buy it or told them about something they were using than they will based on your average marketing, your average advertising. Over 4.2 billion users are on social media, and it's just growing, you guys. The average income for affiliate marketers in the US is over $80,000 a year. And you don't even have to have a college education to do it. You literally follow the system. So no fancy tech skills required, no need for massive influence or a big email list or funnels or complicated email campaigns, no drop shipping, no inventory. The only products you purchase are the products that you will use. And if you are activated, your story is going to be one of the most powerful tools in your tool belt. So you can earn up to 40% with our up to 40% on what you're selling. We have the customer sales profit, which is the difference between your price and the price that your customers pay that you get. You also get a personal sales bonus, extra rewards for hitting certain milestones. And then we have sharing bonuses as well. Basically a reward for helping you build a team right away. Then you also earn level commissions up to 9 levels deep. which is basically rewards for helping and supporting others as they grow their businesses. So you help your team and you benefit from that as well. And then as you get into our elite ranks and you start leading a movement, you get leadership match bonuses. And you also get a portion in our leadership pool of what everyone in the entire company is bringing in. So it's beneficial for you to not only help your team, but anyone. So you enroll with a pack and then you subscribe with a stack. So what does that mean? You're going to buy some product right away at a discounted price for you to get activated. You're going to pick the pack that works for you. Pick the products that you would like to try. Ask whoever invited you here for different options and what is going on with you so they can help you decide what's best. And then you buy a stack of products that you want to get every single month. So why LifeVantage? Why now? Again, the Evolve Comp Plan works for all types of consultants, products that don't just supplement, they activate, publicly traded and fully transparent. And of course, Activation Nation is thriving. So I just want to thank you for coming. Thank you for listening. And I also want to encourage you to get back to whoever invited you to this and let them know one of three things. One, you're interested in products. You want to look at becoming a customer, a consumer of the products. Two, you're interested in trying the products, but you're also interested in the business opportunity and maybe want to have a conversation specifically about that. Or three, this is other than for you, but you know somebody who would be really interested in that. And we really appreciate your referrals because honestly, the beauty of this business is that your paycheck is always a direct reflection of the lives that you're impacted, that you're impacting, the number of lives that you're impacting. And I can't do this alone. No one can do this alone. We have to do this as a team, and we can make a much bigger impact, a bigger wave if we have more people talking about activation together. So get back to whoever invited you and let them know one of those three. Thank you.